Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you the secret to get the MPC swing. So for example, if you guys go to our Discord, we have these MPC grooves. When you join us on Discord, click where it says BusyWorks Beats. Go to where it says Show All Channels. That will show you everything on the left side. Go to where it says Downloads, and then go to where it says Drum Kits. Here we have the MPC groove templates. Okay, so we have the 2000 XL, we have the MPC 60, etc. So what we're going to do is grab a kick, for example. All right, so these drums are from the Drum Broker. You guys can use the code BUSY to get 10% off. They gave the code to us. And so now we're gonna grab some of our sounds. So let's say, for example, you just draw on your drums. Let's go to 84 BPM. And let's just do kick, snare, nothing crazy. Now by default, it sounds very stiff and lifeless. Doom, doo doom. It just sounds very just whatever. Okay, so what we can do is right click, go to piano roll, and we could hit Alt Q on our keyboard. And here we can load up what are called templates. If you click this folder, you can load templates. So now we can load up the MPC templates that we saved from the Discord. So on Mac, let me show you guys how to quickly add these to FL Studio. We're going to right click in our Finder, we're going to right click Applications, open a new tab. We're going to find our version of FL Studio. So in this case, we're on 2025. We're going to right click Show Package Contents, go to Contents, Resources. We're going to go to FL, the Data folder, and then we're going to go to Patches, and then we're going to find where it says Scores. And here's where we add that folder. So this is where these are the folders we're seeing when we open up the quantize settings. This is the scores folder. Okay, I created a folder with the MPC 60. Now in here we have .fsc files. So I'll show you guys for the MPC 2000 how we can convert the MIDI into FSC files. Okay, for now let's just use the MPC 60 as an example. So we want 60% swing. So basically the way the MPC works is 50% is 0. Okay, and then anything above that is swing. So let's add 60. And now we can use the slider, the start time, to move the notes around. And I found that the MPC quantize is way better than FL. It has the danceability to it. Now let's go back to the hat. Let's right click, go to piano roll, hit Alt Q, and then you can set the timing here, the start time. So you want to add this to all drum elements. And now our drums feel like they're alive just because of the MPC swing. Okay, now let's get into the more advanced technique, which is to convert the MIDI files into .fsc. Let's create a new folder here called MPC 2000 XL. Let's go inside of here. So we created a folder, and now what we need to do is create, we're just going to open up the FL Studio sampler. We just need a blank instrument. Okay, we're going to drag the MIDI into the window, the piano roll window. So let's say we want swing here at 61%. Let's drag this inside the FL Studio sampler. It should ask us for whatever. Okay, so now what we can do is go to the top left and go to where it says File. We're going to save Score As. Okay, and then we're going to go back to our folder. Now in this case, I think this is in a different folder. So we need to figure out where that folder is. So again, we need to go to Applications. I'm not sure we could do it from this window, however. See, we might not be able to do it from this window. So here's what I'll have to do. We're going to save this to the desktop, and then we're going to move it over manually. So let's call this MPC 2000 XL, 61% swing. So this is just something you guys got to do for yourself. It does take time. All right, so now, for example, if we wanted to go back and add this to the hi-hat, we could just hit Alt Q, go to our folder. We're just going to go to the desktop file for now, just to save time. Okay. And now we can turn up now it's already on the same swing setting, so you're not going to see the notes move around. We could turn up the sensitivity just so it locks into the grid. So these are a little more accurate. Some of the older MPC 60 files, I think they just missed a couple notes. So when you hit Alt Q to quantize to the template, sometimes it misses notes, and that's because whoever made the file initially basically didn't have enough notes, and so FL Studio doesn't know where to quantize at certain points. So it might be easier for you guys to convert the actual files, the MIDI files, over to FSC files, and that way you guys can just load these up just like that. So that is how you handle MPC Groove, and this can be applied to instruments. So let's say I add the BusyWorks beat sampler. Let's add this in. All right, let's add some chords in here. Let's just add some this. Let's add our drums in. Again, you can get the sampler, BusyWorks Beat Sampler, busyworksbeats.com/sampler. It's completely free. It comes with the factory library. So let's add some sounds in here. All right, so let's add some music to this drum. All right, let's add another chord in here. Swap out the sound here. All right, now what we're going to do is apply the swing to the chords. Not that it's going to make a huge difference, but let's hit Alt Q and then add that MPC swing. So now it fits in with the groove of the drum. This is really helpful for like bass lines, for example. All right, now let's add a bass line in here. What we're going to do is take the chords and just take the bottom note. The bottom notes. All right, then we're going to load up a bass patch and add this in so it has the same swing. Again, when you have faster basses, it will make more of a difference. Let's load up a patch here. Let me see here. Let's do this one. So now all we have to do is just worry about time differences. Not that we need any, but we could just delay the hi-hat. Okay, now everything is in groove. So if you guys want the sampler, go to busyworksbeats.com/sampler. Join us on Discord. It's completely free to hop in and get those free MPC quantized templates. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.